Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 things that we did when we first found out that we were pregnant and things that we learned along the way on that journey. So we hope that this video is helpful for you and that you learned something new and that you can learn something from our experiences in just figuring out what to do when you find out that you're pregnant, because we literally didn't know what we were doing. So we hope that you enjoy and let's get started. So the first thing that I wish that I would have known, or something that we did, is that I contacted my doctor. So I wasn't sure who to contact, because I know that once I took the pregnancy test, I knew that I was supposed to find some type of doctor to confirm whether I was pregnant or not. And so I had actually contacted just like a primary care physician that I had seen previously. And he didn't know. I talked to the nurse and they were like, no, you're not supposed to contact us. And I had no idea about that. So eventually I had gotten in contact. I did my research beforehand, and I was trying to find an OB/GYN that would be covered under my insurance. And thankfully I found one, and I loved her so much. And so I got in with that OB/GYN. That was the first thing. And then along with that, it doesn't have to be at a hospital. You could go to a birthing center. Whatever you're planning on doing when you give birth, that's like the best option for you guys. So that was number 1, is contacting a hospital or a birth center. So number 2 is to take prenatal vitamins. So as soon as we found out that we were pregnant, I started taking prenatal vitamins. And I know that people even start taking prenatal vitamins before they find out that they're pregnant, to help them with conception and things like that. So I know some prenatal vitamins are better than others. And so just finding the one that works for you, that makes you feel not sick. I know that sometimes especially in that first trimester, really it's hard to eat anything, or it's hard to eat certain things. And I know that vitamins can be one of those, especially if you're like taking it in the morning as soon as you wake up. Does not feel good all the time. So definitely prenatal vitamins. And the next 3, 4, and 5 are all really like learning things. So number 3 is
la 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 la. Hey you. Yes, you. Are you subscribed to our channel? Make sure you subscribe. Subscribe now.
looking into a book that you can read. So I read What to Expect When You're Expecting, which is just a classic book. We were actually gifted that by one of Nestor's family members, and it was so helpful in just like keeping track of Jonah's progress. Anything that I like wanted to learn, it had so much information in it. So that one was very helpful for us. I know that there are other like textbook like books that are very helpful. There's a book that my friend was really recommending. I don't remember what it's called, but I'll link it down below. I'll ask her about it and link it down below. But she was telling me it really like goes through all of the options when you are giving birth. It gives you all of the information that you need so that you can make the best birthing plan that you can make, and that you can decide on. And really it just like helps you to take like everything into consideration when you are giving birth. So I didn't have that going into mine. If that's something that is an option to you, I know that maybe I should have learned more about those things going into it. But I think that going into the pregnancy with a book, or at least starting off having that book of being able to track the baby's progress, the things that you can do to help yourself, the things that you can do to really just like learn about what your baby is experiencing during a pregnancy is so interesting. So definitely something like that, it would be number 3. And along with that, number 4 is going with an app. So I had a couple of apps that I used when I was pregnant. I used the Bump, which I think is a pretty popular one, and I used Ovia, which is also like they have a few apps, I think, some like for tracking your menstruation and things like that. But that was something that I definitely used for both of those apps. Have like the fruits, or they have like different like baked goods or different things that you can help track the size of the baby. And so that one was really fun. Just like every week being so excited to see like, oh, the baby is like the size of a peach this week, or the size of a blueberry, or whatever it is. And then they also go through like, your baby is developing fingernails this week, or you could probably see their gender this week, or different like helpful facts. The Bump will also keep track of where you are in your pregnancy, and it'll send you articles on a weekly basis. I don't even know if it's like a daily basis, but especially on a weekly basis of like these are the things that you might be experiencing right now, things that could be helpful to you. I know they talk about like registry items and things like that could be helpful to you during that time in your pregnancy. And so those are definitely apps that I would recommend. Number 5 I would recommend is going to a birthing class. So we went to a couple of classes that were offered at our hospital. One of them was a childbirth class. One of them was a caring for your child class. And then we also went to like an infant CPR class. And those were seriously so helpful. They helped me to feel so much more confident in what we were doing going into it, that I had kind of like learned these things already. It kind of refreshed my memory with other things, especially the childbirth class, because Nestor and I had no idea what we were doing going into it. And so being able to have that class and kind of like have somebody who experiences it on a regular basis tell us that these are the things that you can expect, the things that you're looking out for, any like warning signs or things that you could be experiencing that could be like, maybe you need to go to the hospital if this happens, or these are the things that you can expect when you do go to the hospital. So going through triage, going through the epidural if you decide to have an epidural, what to expect about like Pitocin and the different like IV needles and the different monitors they'll put on you and things like that. So just like really being able to see those things at that class and learn about what we're going to be expecting in the process, that was really helpful. So definitely 5, taking a birth class. So I hope that this video was helpful. I hope that you guys learned something new from it, especially if you are pregnant and you're beginning that journey of growing your child and trying to figure out what to do next, especially if you are a first-time parent. So if you liked this video and it was helpful, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new, please subscribe, and we will see you guys next time. Bye!